104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Well, good morning, Houston,
everybody.
Texas. It's Monday, November 27th of 2023, and it's the whole gang right here at 6:01 a.m. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam.
Morning.
And we're just going to tell you now that the Monday after a holiday, is a little rough for people. Didn't we learn that, for every Friday off you have, you got to take like 4 days to get used to having
It's a little rougher for us
extra
right
time.
now, though.
I don't know. Well, yes, it's 1,000 times again. The AC is broken at KRBE. We are in protest, going to leave right now. So y'all have a great Monday.
Take another 4 days off.
We just came in to say hi, but we're leaving because it's hot as hell in here and we're not taking it anymore. How
It's
about
amazing.
They're waiting for their
It's amazing.
part, I guess.
Right before we signed on, Sam, you mentioned
Dang it.
something like
Sucks.
somebody we have a portable air chiller in here just to try and keep the
We
air
have
moving.
two in
Oh, hear
here.
it. Turn that mother mic on. Turn Ahmad's mic on.
Turn on
Mod's mic here, real quick. You hear it? Yeah. So they didn't have
just brought that up
they didn't
several
have the exhaust vent going outside the studio. So
what an
the hot air is
idiot.
pumping in here. We're thinking like, we'll be broadcasting in here. All of a sudden, you're going to hear dead air. They're going to come in here and just find us all like
Yeah, it's like when you leave
passed out carbon monoxide like a car in the garage.
Yeah, it's like, you got to keep that heat going out.
Outward. Yeah, but I mean, it's like, it just feels so good outside. I woke up, felt like $1 million, opened the door to KRB, and I'm like, ooh, I just dropped a bad word.
No!
I'm like, oh, man, you got to be kidding me. It was broke 2 weeks ago when we left.
I saw an article today when I was going through some prep on Thursday at Universal Studios in Florida, the Rip Rocket, that ride that
Oh, that's my favorite.
Brian loves, I love. And I was on it on
Didn't you
Tuesday.
just put that on your Instagram that y'all were going up on that?
I think so. And all of a sudden on Thursday, it was stranded up on top for an hour. Those people, my worst nightmare.
Were they
Flat
upside
on
down?
your back.
No,
yeah.
but you're on your back.
You're flat on your back
You have to
like
also
you're
have to
laying
show
down.
it to you. Like, roller coasters usually go up at an angle. You go straight up. So you're, for 9.5 seconds, you're on your back
Flat on your back.
going straight up.
Yeah.
And that's where it stuck.
Yeah, right at the top.
Oh, my
Well, at least
gosh.
you could take a nap.
This
You're
is
in like
why-
a sleeping
Yeah,
position.
right. You can take a nap, right? Because everyone's so relaxed being stuck on a roller coaster.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
For an hour. And,
this is why I don't do
And you
roller
only get so many choices of music now. Like, I hit rock, and you used to have like 5 choices. Now it's just, oh my God, My Chemical Romance. Oh, what the hell's the name of that song? Their famous song. But that was the only song. So I'm like, for an hour, you have to hear that same loop.
Teenagers.
Oh, no. It's
Which one? Welcome to the
Parade.
Black Parade.
The
Yeah,
Hollywood Rip
yeah, the
Rocket,
parade one.
you have like headphones on per
No,
each
it just-
person?
There's speakers on the side behind you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Cameras
can
in front of
choose.
you.
Pick whatever
Do they
song
still
you
have
want.
That's
Kickstart
cool.
My Heart?
Nope.
They took that off?
Yeah, so I was like,
That was our favorite.
I'm just thinking those people. I was stranded on Peter Pan ride for 7 minutes, and I was like,
Are you serious?
right at the end, like right when you're about to get off. My daughters were ahead of us. They got off the thing. Somebody threw up or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Ew.
no.
I couldn't see. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, get me the hell out of here.
Oh, but you were
Freaking
not
out.
stuck. They had to actually stop the ride.
Yeah, but thank God I wasn't stuck in the middle of it.
Like when you were up over the city. If you've never been to Disneyland or Disney World, Peter Pan is always one of the most sought after rides. Like if you go magic hours, which they give you an hour open to the park, people run to that ride to get on it first.
Like I hear horror stories of people being stuck on these old rides from Disney World.
You can go down a rabbit hole, Eric, which I did first time I went
Hell
to
no.
Disney. On YouTube,
Go to it.
there are videos of people having to leave roller coasters. And one of them was a Disney roller coaster. If you go to the California parks, the California Adventure Park, which is not Disneyland, it's right across the way, called California Adventure, there's this giant steering wheel. What is it?
Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel, thank you.
Steering wheel.
Steering wheel. There's a giant Ferris wheel with Mickey's face on it.
Yep.
There's some big ride next to that. I don't know what it's called, but there's a YouTube video where that one got stuck. And that's to show all the cast members going up the stairs to get the people off of that thing.
Oh, man.
And the tiny little steps they all had to go down to get down from this. And I'm just like, you know what? I do not feel like being in a simulated car crash for 2.5 minutes anyway. So I don't do roller coasters, but I definitely don't want them to get stuck. And then I have to walk down the little steps.
Yeah, that's
Because it's
not-
really what it is. If you are ever having I got a pain in my neck, as many cricks in my neck as I get with my bad pillows, there's no way I should be on a roller coaster.
I love roller coasters. I would say the only roller coaster that I actually dislike immensely is that Boardwalk Bullet down in Kemah.
I've never done that one.
It's not comfortable. Like you would not call me. I'm not an overweight guy by any stretch of the imagination. And I could barely fit in that thing, and
Really?
I felt like my ribs were being broken. It's not fun.
What about the one at Pleasure Pier? The shark,
I
or
haven't
whatever.
tried any of those.
That was really tiny. It goes upside down and stuff. Like
It does?
Oh.
It's
does?
Yeah, that one's.
Yeah, I rode that.
Upside down
It's
over
fun.
to Galveston. Why? That's terrifying enough.
It's fun.
The
I like
swings
that
are
one.
fun.
That looks scary.
Yeah.
It looks so small, though, right? I'm like, why would you go on that
no,
thing?
I had a fun time on that one.
My sister can't stand the name of it.
The Pleasure Pier.
Yeah, she's like, why do you guys name it that? Whenever she comes down here,
It
she's like,
sounds like it's because
I'm not going on that place,
Well,
Eric.
now
because-
I'm thinking it's inappropriate. I never thought that before.
Well, I mean, that pier goes back it's got to be a 100-year-old pier. I'm sure they've reinforced it. The old
yeah.
Hotel Galvez used to be sitting on that.
No,
thing.
No, that was the flagship.
Flagship.
Yeah,
That's
the
right. The flagship. I
Galvez
stayed-
is still there.
Yeah. I stayed in that flagship one time. I was like, ooh, there's a good reason they tore that thing down, man.
Somebody wants to let us know that the hot air that was coming back into the studio is not combustion gas. It's just
No, I
hot
know.
air.
We're just joking.
Just
I
gonna
mean, we
keep
know it's not carbon monoxide.
Just won't cool us down.
No.
True. So if you're just tuning in, we are going to be Cranky Pants Monday with
Yeah.
this hot studio, because if we were working on any other part of this building and we walked into the 100-degree door, we'd walk right the blank out and say, I'm going to go virtual today.
Any of you guys still eating your Thanksgiving leftovers?
I saw that.
7%
No.
of people are still doing it. And they're
Well,
like,
today's
don't.
the last day, apparently. But
I
I
finished
thought,
the
I thought
turkey.
Saturday
Stop.
was the last day.
Finished the turkey off
Oh.
yesterday. I still have some of the dressing,
Thursday,
stuffing.
Friday. Well, our
Well, we did
Thanksgiving was
Friday.
Friday, so I think I'm
So
okay.
Sunday, I would have thought yesterday would be, I thought it's 3 days.
You got it
from when you
sealed in
cook it.
Tupperware. How
I
do you
guess 3
turkey
days from
bag?
when you cook it would be today, right?
Did you eat a turkey?
Friday, we ate a turkey.
Who cooked it?
On Thursday.
Kev turked it. Kev cooked it.
It twerked.
He turked that turkey and we ate it. On Thursday, I had Thanksgiving with my best friend Jules, and she doesn't like turkey, so we made chicken wings in the air fryer. I was like, well, this is much easier.
Right?
Watch football and eat
Yeah,
wings.
exactly.
Oh, why not? You know, historically,
nice.
the Pilgrims did not have turkey at the first meal.
I'm sure
I did
they
that.
All right,
did it.
ruiner. All right, ruiner. Tell us about all the holidays that we're wrong on. Christmas is in December.
Tradition is
Easter, blah, blah, blah. You're a ruiner.
Tradition
Holiday
is what you
ruiner.
make it. You can make it.
How was your
whatever you
turkey?
want.
I tried that turkey that we bought at
The dishwasher turkey?
It was warm, but to me it was tasted more like ham. We all thought it tasted more like ham.
It was very seasoned.
Did I buy a ham instead of a turkey?
Which, by
I
the
thought
way,
mine was good.
Because it was like thick. Like it wasn't. I don't know this.
it wasn't regular
the meat-
turkey consistency.
Yeah, it felt more like a cube.
oh, really?
It's almost like it's pickled
Yeah,
because it's been,
it
it's
did.
been
It's-
so much seasoning.
It was
They've
good.
It was good.
Smoked it to death almost. But,
But
I
the
thought it
thing
was
is,
I had a real turkey.
Well, it's cured, wasn't it?
yeah,
Is that what they
it's
said?
pretty
It was
much.
Yeah,
cured?
pretty
yeah.
much.
You're just
Yeah.
basically steaming it to bring the juices back by putting it in your
That's
dishwasher.
why I felt like ham.
I put it in for like a 2-hour cycle, and it still was a little cold on the inside.
Well,
and then I
did you
had
do
to
it
do
room
again.
temperature?
No, I put the heat on.
No, I'm
Like
saying
I
you
steamed it.
can't take it from the fridge
let it
and
sit
put it in
out
the
for a few
dishwasher. You have to
hours.
let it sit out.
Oh.
And then put it in, or else it won't get all the way to the core.
Oh,
Or your
okay.
dishwasher
Yeah.
sucks.
No,
Yeah.
I've got a good one. I mean, it's like,
Like that's how you find out if your oven's any good with the turkey in there. If it's hot or
Yeah,
hard. Or,
me and my.
Right.
If you followed my saga at Radio Roula on Instagram, I did a practice turkey a week ago, and it was a complete fail. So then I freaked out for actual Thursday, and then we had other motions of complete fail I could share the story with later.
Thanksgiving fails.
you guys give yourself
Thanksgiving fails. I'll take the lead on that segment if we do that.
to give yourself like a buffer zone. See, that's how I knew. Like I was like, I got it out. And I wanted to sample it. I'm like, oh, this isn't ready yet at all. So I always pad my. I tell people this is the time because I was really lucky. My daughter just surprised me and came in. I was going to go out to visit her, and the day before she's like,
It would
I'm
have been funny
flying
if you
in.
flew.
Oh,
Wait,
I know.
Wait a minute. She did not know the day before. You bought a ticket.
No, it was 2 days before. I was able to cancel my flight, and then she came in. She said, "Dad, I really want to come in." And so I wasn't planning on that. So I had to do an impromptu, whip the whole thing together, and then invited family over. But I always give myself like a little buffer zone, in case like things aren't quite ready. Potatoes never
Well,
turn
Ryan, you're
out.
super white, so you probably ate like 11:30.
I had my,
On my way up
I
north,
had-
it was like noon.
I had
yeah.
everything on the table at
Was it
1:30.
you too?
That's how my family was.
Yeah, it
this
was like
past
12,
Thanksgiving.
like 12:15, and then
They
and-
do it really early,
and
and
then
then
that way you
take
could eat again at
naps, and then
6.
eat for dinner.
Yeah. You
Smart.
can heat it up. You watch your games, and then all of a sudden, it's 6 p.m. And it's like, hey, let's go back into the fridge and get
I'd
some
rather do
goodies.
that. I don't want to eat at 3 when the Cowboys game was on. The Detroit game, I don't care about Detroit. I'd rather eat then.
Oh my!
I didn't
gosh.
plan around football because I don't care.
How about
Yeah.
soccer last night? Did you watch? I watched that game. Dynamo
I was not home last night. I was
1-0. They're going to the Western Conference Finals.
Bravo.
For the championship to go to the finals.
MLS Cup?
Western Conference part.
Sweet.
Yeah, so they one more win.
Were they here last night?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Did they play again here?
I don't know, but I don't think so. I don't know who won yet. It's Seattle and somebody else.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, go Dynamo. That's what we got
good.
looking forward to. Texans almost had it. Almost that crossbar.
And the refs.
You'll go. Dang it, Texans, but that's okay. Okay, today on the Roula and Ryan Show, well, here we are. It's post-Monday, Thanksgiving. Post-Thanksgiving Monday. So some people are just dragging a little slower. We're here to make you go a little faster.
We can do a Rose's update. We got bombshells. We're going to usually they're at the same time, so we're going to maybe put Rose's like at 7:35, 7:40.
Okay.
Right.
do the
Because the people
bombshells.
that called in to tell us what their big news was going to be for Thanksgiving have to call us back and tell us what happened when the news dropped.
That's because the bombshell people, one of them can't be here at 7:40.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, oh, well, we got to do it 7:30 then, 7:20.
It's like a puzzle.
Yep.
All right. Here's your official weather for today. It's cold. Yay. Nice and chilly.
Yeah,
Good
you gotta
November
love it.
weather.
Your official forecast inside the KRBE studios, it's a balmy 97.
Yeah.
Say 104.
It's 104.1 in the studio. It looks like a high of only 53 today, y'all. It feels good outside right now. 43 degrees right now and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
I am proud to introduce
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE.
It's brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. And over the years on Thanksgiving week, you know, since people kind of slow down, I know with social media you still have everything at your fingertips, but some people just kind of check out if they're going to be traveling for the holiday, for Thanksgiving, or you're just maybe not as in tune to your everyday schedule. You miss news that celebrities might drop. And my most famous example for years is when Nick and Jessica Simpson were married. Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson were married. That was such a big deal because they had done that reality show on MTV called Newlyweds, and you know, she got all those endorsements for her ditziness and all these things. And just all of a sudden, oh my gosh, it was over Thanksgiving weekend. They announced they were divorcing. And on that Monday back, people were like, wait, what? Nick and Jessica are getting divorced? There are people right now listening who are like, I never knew they were even married.
Yeah, that's true.
That was such a long time ago.
Wow. 20 years ago.
And so, you know, that was a good example of like, you know, celebrities like, you know, can drop news over the Thanksgiving week, especially if it's not the best news for them. And maybe people just didn't pay attention. Well, over the holiday, Tiffany Hadddish got arrested for DUI for a second time.
Wait, Tiffany Hadddish has had 2 DWIs?
DUIs, according to this
DUI,
story. She
driving
had
under
one years
influence.
ago in Atlanta, and this one was in Beverly Hills on Friday morning. She fell asleep behind the wheel in the middle of a street, and then she woke up. And she was pulling into a neighborhood, but somebody had called the cops to say there's somebody passed out with the engine running. And so the cops went to go find that car, and it was the car identified that she was in. So they pulled her over and did a breathalyzer.
See, here's the thing. If you're going
got popped.
to try and sleep it off in the car, you don't want the engine running.
Well, I don't know if she was trying to sleep it
pull
off,
into a
or was she
parking
so
lot,
drunk she actually just
climb
fell
in the
asleep
back
at the
seat.
stop sign.
right.
No.
Take the keys out of the ignition.
Yeah, for sure.
Then she was
But now
doing.
you don't even.
You just have
there's
a
no
button.
key in the
Yeah,
ignition.
you just have a button.
Turn it off.
A lot of
Well,
cars.
can't you just sit in the passenger seat or in the back
You
seat?
can sit in the back seat with the engine off, pull the windows down. You're not going to get a DUI then.
I don't
Might
know.
get snatched up.
I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah, with the
So
windows
I don't,
down.
I don't know how to give advice on driving drunk because I don't do that.
How's that going to work when we start having the driverless cars?
That's like 30 years from now, dude. I don't think we have to.
No,
worry.
it's not.
I'm
We
not-
already have
I
driverless.
get we get driverless
Uber and
cars,
Lyft.
but you know, there's other things we can do that some people just still aren't on. People still don't have Instagram.
They're going to still make you sit in,
like they
in
still
that
don't want
seat.
to.
yeah.
I don't think they're going to make us or let us do that. I'd like to.
What's in the passenger seat?
Yeah. But
No way.
But
That
look, a passenger can't drink right now.
No,
Right.
there's
Open
no
container
open
laws.
container here.
But
in
they can be
Texas.
drunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, you can have an intoxicated person in your car as long as the person behind the wheel is
What
not.
if you couldn't? I'd be like, how are we ever getting home?
I know Uber can never pick anyone up.
We're just going to
Yeah,
lay
no
here.
Uber or Lyft is going to pick you up.
Sam would have no friends.
I will say this
Good
one more
driving.
time.
Go out, guys.
I will say this again to all our Uber drivers who listen to the Roula and Ryan show. And we thank you so much for opening your audience's eyes to, our audience is a new audience to their ears, because people in the back seat don't have a choice in radio unless they tell you.
Suckers.
You know what I mean? So if you're the Uber driver, a lot of people tell us like, hey, we love your show. We always have it on. Okay. I will say it again. do yourself a favor if you haven't already done this. Get on Amazon and buy those little blue barf bags that hospitals use and just keep them in your car. Because if somebody's got to barf in your car, you can just throw them that blue disc.
They're usually well prepared.
And they'll be like, okay. I mean, you can still charge them the $200 barf fee if you want, but you don't have to clean as much if you have the blue
I would
disc.
very much like to get my brother Doug to come in and do a segment one time because he had Thanksgiving with us. He is an Uber driver.
Oh, yeah, he's seen a lot of
He
it.
quit his job. He just decided, I want to just drive. He loves driving, so he's an Uber driver. He does it all day long, and some of the stories we heard at the Thanksgiving table, could never tell them on the air, but he's got some that are really good. It's just crazy the things that happen here in
if you
Houston.
don't have a blue bag in your car.
You could also use a Kroger's bag or whatever.
Sometimes there's holes in the bottom of those.
You don't
Kev.
want anything that's going to
Sometimes there's holes in the bottom of those
Yeah,
bags.
but those bags are free.
That's right. I don't got to order them on.
Yeah, they do take a little bit.
They're also risky.
buff bags. Okay.
Would you like Trader Joe's bag?
Then you can charge them too. Say
You
if-
can still charge them.
Fancy.
They threw up in your car, whether
they
it got
got
over the floor
they
or
got a
not.
fancy blue bag that nothing will happen.
You could use the Kroger bag for like underwear or something if you accidentally soiled yourself when you're drunk. Remember, I used to
Ew.
Soil yourself, yeah. I remember
soil
that.
yourself. You remember I put the Kroger bag on as underwear?
Oh, you did. Yeah. Yeah. Your skinny legs fit through those.
I could do it
sandals.
right now.
Anyway, moving
Under the
on.
paper one.
Do you remember when Squid Game was such a huge show
Yeah.
on Netflix? I was like, oh, Squid Game. Squid Game is a big
Oh, you've
Halloween
been watching
costume.
the,
I have not been watching any of that, no.
No, the reality show.
No, I have not been watching that. But Squid Game, The Challenge, is a reality show. We had talked about that a long time ago that was going to come together. People who love Squid Game. Of course, the death part's not involved. They're not actually going to die.
That's no fun then.
But there were 456 contestants competing for $4.56 million, and already 2 of them are suing the show for onset injuries, particularly during the red light, green light game, where contestants had to stand still when the doll stopped singing, because in the show, you get shot and killed if you're moving, right? You're shot and killed if you're moving.
This has a little ink thing by your chest. It explodes.
Yeah,
That's how they get you.
Well, it says the
you're
game. What do we know from The Bachelor all these years? The recording of the final rose ceremony could take like 12 hours. That's why when they're leaving, it's daylight, because they started at night getting drunk. And by the time the last rose was given out with all the interviews and stuff, it's daylight. Okay, well, the same thing with this reality show, or the way they're filming it, it takes hours and hours. So they said that the red light, green light game took 7 hours for some contestants to complete.
Good.
Because the footage had to be examined frame by frame to spot who needed to be kicked out. Well, because of that, and it was freezing, these people who are suing saying they have hypothermia and they have all these problems because of how long it took and how they had to just freeze and stand still and not move an inch, not a centimeter. You could not move for all those hours.
You signed up for it.
Yeah. Play
Right.
a stupid game, get a stupid prize.
Exactly. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Thank you for quoting Taylor Swift so
Crybaby
early in the
world
morning,
we've
Kevin.
become.
That was a big surprise from you. The next 4 episodes come out on Wednesday. The finale airs a week after December 6th.
Got a tattoo of that, Kev?
Yeah, Kevin with the Taylor Swift lyrics. I did not have that on my list for today.
I know. Live, laugh, love. Play a stupid game, get a stupid prize.
Stupid prizes.
On the side of your rib?
You got to do it in script,
Yeah.
cursive.
No,
I mean,
I'll
that's
do it
like
in
How else
Mandarin.
can you be basic?
Then the kids won't understand what you're saying, right? And
I know, it's true,
what's that cursive stuff?
right? What is that?
Blessed. Harvest.
That's funny because that's what Mark has on the side of him.
What?
Blessed.
Blessed.
Is it really?
He is blessed in Spanish.
In Spanish.
In Spanish,
No.
is it in cursive?
Spanish makes it cooler.
We like to be as basic as possible in this household.
God love him.
Love it.
So you have lots
Oh,
of
that's
rustic
not
signs.
nice. God
with
love him
sayings.
is like one step away from
Bless
bless
his
your heart.
His tattoo looks sexy on him.
It
Kev,
does
so
not
you
look
shut your
bad.
mouth.
We're just saying.
I'm
How
sure
do you
Kevin
say
does that too. He's like,
blessed?
"Hey, take your shirt off. Let's see if it's any good. Let's see how this is."
Wait,
let's take a look at that again.
Wait, I know what it looks like. Take off your shirt again because I need to refresh my
move,
memory.
I'm still learning that word in Spanish.
How do you say? Yeah, how do you say blessed in
Is it
need to,
braille?
like-
Is it braille? Let me feel.
Right? Like outline
Wait, you're
it
supposed
with
to
your
use your
finger.
hands to feel, Eric.
This took
Let
a
me feel it.
turn.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
a-
Kevin, how do you say blessed in Spanish?
Bendición.
Bendici. Say it. I can't even get the word out.
Bendición.
Bendición.
Can somebody please fact
That doesn't
check at
sound right.
37530? Make
It
sure
doesn't
Mark
sound
doesn't
right.
have the wrong tattoo on his body.
It's a
Nachos.
saying that him and his dad always say. And
Which is
so
fine.
that's why he got it.
That's cool.
So opposed to the rustic sign,
He's
Hobby Lobby.
listening Kevin, and he gave you the eyeball emoji, like eye roll. Eye roll, okay? Eye roll.
Bendecida is blessed. Bendecida.
Yeah, but it's a
Bendecido.
saying. Like the way
So
that
his is
they say-
Benicio, you said?
No, I don't know. He'll text me.
I know the name.
I don't know what
I didn't think that sounded right.
Isn't it an actor?
Benicio.
Bendecido.
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, I like him.
He did not get an actor
He's a
tattooed
big
on
fan.
it.
It's the
It's
bless
like a
of the
game of
bowl.
telephone. Somebody's going to be just tuning in. Wait, Sam's husband's got Benicio del Toro?
Yeah.
Rips?
That's what people took away
People keep
just now.
texting it.
He's a big
yeah.
fan.
I don't know how to say it. His dad says it to me every single time, and I go, yes, I love you. Because I don't speak Spanish.
Bendecido. People are texting
Bendecido.
Bendecido. Yes, it's legit. It's Bendecido.
Yeah, right?
Well, that's good to know.
I don't know.
Well, things we learned today. Make sure you fact check your
Bendecido.
foreign language tattoos before they go on your body permanently.
We did that, didn't we? A long time ago, we had people take photos of their tattoos.
And tell us if they're wrong or not.
Because a lot of people back in the 90s or early
yeah.
2000s is the, like,
Little Asian
Chinese
script.
Oh, yeah.
Does that really
And
mean that?
I
Did they
thought,
do it right?
I didn't think it did.
Who is
A lot
this
of those.
Bendecido?
Yeah, bend over. Who is that guy?
Oh, my goodness.
Despacito. Isn't that Justin Timberlake song? Just in Bieber song?
Bendecido.
There's a guy, there's parody songs everywhere for all these things. And when Despacito was such a big hit on Top 40 Radio, there was a artist in Greece who did, instead of Despacito, which meant slowly in Spanish, the Greek lasagna is called pasticho. Mm-hmm. And the word for do you want is thes. So he made a parody song called Thes Pasticho, and it's a food parody song like Weird Al Yankovic would make.
Weird Al
It's
in
all
Greece.
about pasticho, and it starts out with this real hot girl, and he's talking about how he just can't get enough of this, and he just needs to have it, and you're thinking he's talking about the hot girl, and then here comes a plate of pasticho into the scene, and he's talking about how he makes the pasticho. I thought that was
have
pretty
that.
funny. It's only funny if you're Greek, but I just want to say everybody has that parody.
Every country has something.
Everybody has something that they can laugh at and smirk.
Hey, coming up next, we got to talk about Houston made national news Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Yes, and we'd like to know from you, Deer Park, are you still hungry?
And mad.
Are you still seeking
Mad.
out turkey?
And some people are, I read the comments during
People are
The national story.
brutal.
and people are like, oh, how dare you even order? Why don't you make your own food, people?
people
Oh my
I'm like,
God,
have
as
that
if that's a
option.
foreign concept,
like-
please.
I mean, someone's like, sorry, I'm a nurse. Sorry, I'm a cop.
Yeah.
We're a little busy. We don't have time to always
Or just,
cook.
hey, I don't want the pressure because I don't cook. So do I really want people to come to my house and starve? No.
Basically,
Order it
this-
from someone that says they know how to do turkeys.
There's a catering company that screwed over a bunch of people.
A bunch. We'll talk, and if you're one of those people and you're listening to the show, text us at
call us.
37530 or you can call us at 713-390-KRBE. We'll talk about this drama of the turkey fail next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE. Back to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Well, Houston has made national news again.
Well, Deer Park, actually, if you are one of the Deer Park residents that ordered your Thanksgiving meal to be catered from a specific place and got stiffed on Thanksgiving Thursday, you are part of the national news story now, where this company was not able to fulfill the orders. And a lot of people are mad about it. So mad that it has become national news because, Thanksgiving is the biggest food-focused holiday of the year. You could say it could be 4th of July. You could say it's Memorial Day. Nothing is like Thanksgiving. The pressure of Thanksgiving. People freak out over, oh my gosh, how am I going to make this turkey? That's why Butterball has the turkey hotline.
Because that's a real
There's
meal.
so much pressure.
4th of July is like hamburgers, hot dogs.
Hot dogs, yeah.
It's like not a lot of pressure
Smorgasbord.
to burn a burger. Okay, well, here's a hot dog on the back end.
I could make that again.
The turkey is the star. And a lot of Deer Park families, Houston area families, were really mad.
There's the
when-
audio if you want to hear the audio. Just some people.
of some of the people that were. Well, here's the story. They ordered their turkey and their meal with their sides, and when they went to go get it, there was nothing to be had, or there was only part of it to be had. Here's some of the people that showed up, and they were mad.
We had each other, but we had no fried turkey.
At the last minute, we had to scramble and
We were supposed to get 2 turkeys, a ham, 4 sides, and 2 pies. And when we showed up, he said we could have one of the turkeys, nothing else, and the turkey wasn't cooked. All we want to know is where's the money? I'll eat this grass before I order from Madhouse Catering. I'm sorry.
Ooh. What's
So
the
it's
name of the
called
catering?
Madhouse Catering with 2 D's. Madhouse Catering.
Madhouse Catering.
It's listed on Facebook as a food stand. Throughout the last several weeks, according to KHRU.com's website story, The company made posts offering Thanksgiving meals for sale. Then
This is
several
comment.
families told Fox 26 as well that they never received any of the food they purchased ahead of time using Venmo or Cash App. In some instances, customers claim they spent between $200 to $300 each.
Wow.
And on their Facebook page,
I reached
they
out
were,
to him and see if he wanted to come on, but he didn't respond.
Okay, well, so what does he list
Right,
on
here's
Madhouse
what he wrote.
Catering's
What's his
Facebook page?
official response as
It
to why these
says,
people
"This is
didn't
Lance. I'm in the process of trying to get everyone a refund. I'm sorry for everything, and ultimately I failed, and I take 100% of the blame for not staying on top of everything. I have not skipped town, nor do I intend to, because I guess it takes a while, I guess, to get
The
everybody
memes are funny because then someone had a picture like the McRib. Like, well, here's your Thanksgiving barbecue.
McRib.
People are trolling, but people are like, why are they doing that? I'm like, I don't think they understand. A lot of people do that. You want,
A lot of people order
deep-fried
because
turkey. A lot of people that live in
it's
apartments. They don't have the
dangerous.
you
It's
can't
dangerous
fry it.
to do.
It's scary. I mean, I've never wanted to fry turkey because I've been too intimidated by it, because there's too many variables. And what people don't realize is there's a high percentage of injury on Thanksgiving Thursday because of fried turkeys. Because after you have this vat of boiling hot lava oil in your backyard, and then you have little kids running around and somebody didn't watch, boom, boom, zoom, there goes somebody tripping over
Now,
something.
I have a question, though. So this is somebody that's doing this out of their house in a neighborhood?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean,
Preparing
it's
all
called
this?
Madhouse Catering, but I don't know what the actual. It's listed as a food stand, and it said it has catering. So
I
I
didn't
have
even
not
know you
seen
could do
Madhouse
that.
Catering. Yeah, you can 100%. There's cottage
No, I
laws
mean,
in the state of Texas. You can
I didn't know
cook
you
out of
could,
your
like,
house.
Maybe health.
Cook
And
out of your
sell it.
house and sell
Yes.
stuff?
What'd you say?
Why couldn't you?
Cottage?
It's called cottage laws. The cottage law.
Yeah.
Like, haven't you
Well,
ever had
cottage
somebody in your
just sounds like
neighborhood say,
Disney.
Oh,
"Hey,
yeah,
for
thinking
Christmas,
of
I'm making
Hansel and
banana
Gretel.
bread"?
Well, there's a
Yeah.
lady in my neighborhood who sets up shop every weekend selling mixed fruit drinks with tahini sprinkled on top of it. And she's got a whole outfit going there. I'm like, how the hell can you set up a little snack stand on the
Probably
side of your
not
house?
legal.
You can't. No, you can't, y'all. That's how Bread Man started in our house. We started baking bread, and people started asking my husband, "Can I buy it?" And he was like, "Well, I guess." Sure. And then enough people on Facebook and Instagram were
Right.
asking him to buy it.
That's how small
But then he made
businesses start out.
And then
Into
he
a
made
kitchen,
it.
though.
Yeah. Then we actually went to a little small catering place where it was like a community kitchen and all these little pods. It was off of Yale near Flying Saucer Pie.
Oh, that's cool.
And it used to be like a rec center. They turned it into all these little cottage kitchens for people. Where
Don't you
it was
have to
like
have,
commercial
insurance,
and,
though?
Yeah, I mean, there's all
Like,
these
say this
different
guy-
steps.
The turkey doesn't get cooked all the way. You eat it. And
You get
You
sick
get
and
sick.
somebody is hospitalized.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Here's
So
the
I don't,
thing,
I don't
the
know what
guy-
Madhouse Catering's parameters are. I've never seen Madhouse Catering.
someone's
I
like,
don't know anything
in
about
the
it.
comments, someone's like, you got to give them their money back and give them a free Christmas dinner. Hell no, I don't want anything from.
No, but I mean,
if somebody
even if he
screwed me
does-
over, I just want my money back. And
Even if he
Okay.
does give them the money back, he still robbed them of that experience.
yeah, but they'll never forget that.
Isn't that a
Thanksgiving.
fun memory?
Yeah, you've never
Fun
Remember
memory.
that
Oh,
one
that one year
time?
where we didn't eat?
We were gonna.
We had no food.
I mean,
that was
really
a great
tricky.
one.
So, we'll see what happens with Madhouse Catering, and according to their Facebook page, they're trying to get ready their refunds. I just would like to know,
What's that
at
mean?
what point did he get so overwhelmed?
I didn't
and
stay on
realize
top
I
of
took
things.
200 orders. I mean, 200
Yeah,
turkeys.
that's wild.
And if you're not in a mass kitchen area where you have all those ovens and all those fryers, how could you possibly fulfill that order unless he's buying it from somebody else and then reselling it
Maybe
to
somebody
you?
screwed him over.
I don't know.
That's true.
He's like, here, just put this in your dishwasher.
Dishwasher turkey.
Dishwasher turkey. I think that it is a very high. What's that word? High
Stress?
expectation. No, high expectations on Thanksgiving because people want to have a good meal, and if they're going over to your house, they want to make sure it's good. I usually host Thanksgiving, and the pressure was on. If you followed me on Instagram at Radio Roula, on last Sunday I bought a turkey that was fresh so I could practice it on Sunday to see how it's going to turn out for Thursday. And it was a complete epic fail. So we had to figure out how we're going to do Thursday. And then Thursday we ended up with 3 turkeys because of problems. And I was like, wow, well, now we have 3 turkeys.
I wonder at what point did this guy say,
Yes.
Oh, my
man.
Lanta.
3. Can I tell you real quick why we had 3? We had the one was that one dishwasher turkey we were talking about, right? We
Yes.
got one from, we saw that at the Nutcracker Market. Okay, so that was the backup. The main star was supposed to be the fresh turkey. Well, when I was out on, what day was it? Monday, I guess it was last Saturday. I bought a frozen turkey, which usually I go fresh. I bought a frozen one because I was out. And I asked the guy at HEB, I said, if I buy this frozen turkey right now and I don't go home for 45 minutes, you think I'm good? He's like, yeah,
He's
you're
like,
good.
Clean the
Yeah.
floor. He's like, I don't know, miss.
And no. It was the guy in the guy in the meat department. No, it was the guy in the meat department. And he's like, yeah, 45 minutes? I mean, this thing is frozen solid like a rock. It's like a glacier. He goes, it's going to take at least 5 days to defrost in your fridge. I go, great. Exactly. That's what I thought. Well, it was Tuesday, and I went to the fridge to squeeze it. It was still hard as a rock. So I panicked, and I went to the store and I bought a fresh turkey. So that's the star of the show on Thursday.
Yeah.
And my husband decided, you know what, I'm going to roast the turkey this year. I said, that's fine. I did everything else. I set up the house, all this stuff. I went to sleep and I sent him a text. Hey, here's this. He did not read the full detail of the text. The frozen turkey was in the garage refrigerator and the fresh turkey was in this refrigerator. Well, he went to the garage refrigerator thinking, holy crap, this bird's still frozen. And he was freaking out, but he didn't want to wake me up because I went to sleep late. So he was like trying to figure out how to deal with the frozen turkey until it finally clicked when he reread the text. It was, oh crap, there's a fresh turkey too.
Oh, man. Okay, so he didn't put it in a brine or try to like...
Or did he?
Put it in the bathtub.
Well, he was trying to figure out how do you thaw out the frozen turkey the morning of Thanksgiving. And we have a Pit Boss barbecue grill, which is kind of like another
Traeger.
oven if you need it to be. So he put it in there, and then he put the fresh one in the oven, and he was just crossing his fingers, hope to God it works out. And then I go, we got that dishwasher one too, just as a backup in case both of these fail. So...
My
Well, we had
gosh.
like 22 people. It was a lot of people.
That is
Yeah.
a lot of people.
We don't have a lot of leftovers.
turkey, though.
Well, whatever
That's
we
a
do
lot
have,
of
I wanted to
turkey.
toss it yesterday. But I guess today is the day.
Today's the day.
Hey, yo. Time
Sure.
for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it is brought to you by Duncan. Oh, yesterday it was hitting me. I'm like, I got to start transporting all these paintings because I've got the big art show coming up on Thursday, Art Museum TX in Sugarland. It's Sugarland Town Square. It's going to be this Thursday, and I'll be there from 6 to 8:30. Every single painting. If you ever follow my Instagram at Radio Ryan Chase, you can see all the paintings that I've done. Basically, I'm taking every painting I've ever done, and we're going to sell them all off. Every single penny will go to Texas Children's Hospital. So if you'd like to come out from 6 to 8:30, Sugarland Town Square, you can go to KRB.com. You can actually do a little VIP registration, get in there early. It's
What if
first
somebody
come,
comes
first
by
serve.
and says, here's $500. Can you just give it to the hospital? But I'm okay with the art.
Would you take that?
Would you take the money?
Of course.
Donations?
What they said.
Who's not going to take money for a charity?
You know
Of
what they
course.
said? Here's $500. Paint me naked.
Baby, let go to your French girls, Jack.
right there on the spot. You got to do it in public, okay?
Pay me like one of your French girls.
Hey there, Ryan. Why don't you paint me naked? Here's $500.
And you'd be like, well, thank you, sir. Go behind that curtain, please. This room. This is the portrait area.
My assistant
It'd be a
painter, Eric.
caricature. It'd be a caricature.
That's what Eric, this person wants me to paint him naked. I need an assistant. Will you do it for me? Okay. Oh, dang it. You didn't tell
Like
me.
the catering company.
It's a guy.
Are you sure he's a real artist? Or is he like a garage artist?
Yeah.
Like, what is he?
Yeah. You work out of a garage? Like a catering company?
No, but that's good. Sugarland Town Square, Thursday, what time?
6 to 8:30. So come on out, please. And I said go to KRB.com. While you're at KRB.com, if you've got an ugly Christmas sweater, you can actually submit a photo of you wearing that ugly Christmas sweater for a chance to win front row tickets to Theater Under the Stars' new funny musical Ugly Christmas Sweater. I'm going to actually go tomorrow night, November 28th through Christmas Eve. That's going to be so much fun. It's totally interactive. It's going to be a fun experience.
There are a lot of things actually at our website because we might as well mention also if you're into your holiday mood, we have the Santa stream right now.
No commercials, just
holiday music.
Play the holiday music on your,
On your
no
computer.
spots. Just boom.
And we also have the Houston's Little Heroes charity auction benefiting Texas Children's Hospital, which is all part of it, ties back into the art thing because everybody has an
experience,
activity, an
yeah.
experience that we are going to do with you, our Rule and Ryan Show listener. The auction closes December the 1st at 5 p.m. You can bid at any time, but it closes December 1st at 5 p.m. You can be a VIP guest here on the show. You can go cook with Special K at Benihana. You can go paintball with Sam and Eric at the Splat Zone. You can do yoga and have a beer.
I might bid
with
on
Sam
that.
at Astronaut
So I can
Brewery.
shoot you
Bad
guys.
Astronaut Brewery. There's wine tasting with Kevin Quinn. There's dinner at my family restaurant with me at the family table. There's Color Factory with Laura from H-Town Live. There are a lot of different things you can do.
You can hang out with us, like you said, behind the scenes, see everything going on.
Come up and sit in on a show.
Be on the show. Maybe you have a product yourself. There you go.
Except for Madhouse Catering.
Yeah, no, when he shows up, he bids.
Man.
This is awkward.
No comment on that one. I don't know that poor guy's
Hi,
going
Lance.
through trying to get all those refunds back.
Well, really got away from me there.
Yeah. I would like to know how he.
I didn't expect 6,000
Yeah, at what
turkey
point did you
orders.
realize it's like, wow, I've got 300 more turkeys to make. I'm only on number 6.
Why does it sound like a bad Seinfeld episode that something Kramer would do?
I know Kramer
with
would take
Costanza's
the money.
dad.
Yeah.
And be like, we got all these turkeys we're trying to cook, Jerry.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So it's Monday here on the Ruler. Should we try and do a, Black Friday situation? Because I think people thought the mall was dead. But I still saw people going out and
Are you
hoarding.
kidding me? I was going down I-10. The exit to Gessner and Bunker Hill were backed up forever.
Like, what are the good deals you got? And then today's Cyber Monday, so people aren't really going to be working today. They're going to be doing their
50% off
fantasy
deals
leagues,
and all that
football,
stuff.
Shopping online.
and shopping online.
Yeah.
Good luck getting people to work today.
How much money was spent on Black Friday? A lot. And some people are still in debt from last year's Black Friday. But tell us if you got some great deals. 713-390-KRBE. We'll talk to you next on The Rule and Ryan Show.